Hello and welcome. I will show you how to install Git on your Windows computer system. The first thing you should do is type Git on your search bar and hit enter. From this result, ensure this is a secure link from your result and it's not sponsored. I'll click on this. Using Windows, I'll simply click on download for Windows. If you're a Mac OS user or a Linux user, it will show your operating system, but I'll restrict this video to just Windows users. So I'll click on this, and my computer is currently using 64-bit. That's the operating system architecture. Now, how do I confirm if my computer is using a 32-bit or 64-bit architecture? It's very simple. Hold down your Windows button and type system info. You should see this. Just sys, you should see this. Now, when you click on this, from the pop-up, you will tell if this is 64-bit or 32-bit. Very simple. Now, watch down here, you can see 64-bit x64. Okay, that's a 64-bit based architecture. Now 32-bit will have to go with the 32-bit. All right, most recent computers will always be 64-bit, but please confirm. I will click on 64-bit, and when I click on this, automatically it triggers a download, which you can see here. So I already have this downloaded on my computer system, and I will show you. So if you check, you will see that I already have a downloads file. So this is what you should have. I will double click on this. It will prompt me for authorization because this installation will perform changes to my computer. So because I'm aware, I will click on yes to proceed. Now when it pops up, I will follow the instructions. Click on next. Now this is telling me to choose a location where I should install this software. Now by default, it will install it on this path. Okay, just use this default path, and except you understand what you're doing, you can use the browse button to choose a different location where you want the files to be stored. All right, so I'll just click on next. And secondly, importantly, you need to consider the size of your hard disk drive. If I click on this PC right now, you will notice that my computer is a 1 terabyte SSD, but I have 37 GB free space. All right, so this installation requires 339 megabytes. All right, so it's sufficient enough. So consider that. I'll click on next. And now because I have this before, I'll just click on yes, but you may not be prompted this if you're doing it for the first time. So I'll just click on yes. Now, I encourage you to check this box, all right? And we're going to ignore this, but I'll check this one, and that's all right? So I'll click on next, and just click on next. Now, it's asking you to choose the default editor Git is going to work alongside with. Now, before you install Git, I will pass this information across to you. Make sure you install Vscode because that's our favorite editor we will be using. So click here. You will notice that we have use Visual Studio Code as Git default editor. I want you to carefully make sure you selected this and not this one. All right, even though they seem to be the same. All right, so not the Visual Studio Code Insiders, but this one. All right, so I'll choose this. All right, good. I'll click on next. And for this section, I'm going to choose this. All right, and the name of the branch will be main. All right, click this main. All right, so I'll click on next. All right, so every other thing from here will be the default options. I'll just click on next. I'll click on next. I'll click on next. Same. All right, installation in progress. Now we have been able to install, Git has been installed successfully. All you need to do, I will uncheck this box and select this one that says launch Git bash. So select this and click finish. So if I click on this, it will bring up a pop-up that looks like this. All right, so all I need to do, I'll hold down Control and plus on my keyboard. I held down Control and the plus on the keyboard so I can zoom in. All I need to type is Git and I'll type -- version. So if I do this, it tells me the version of Git installed on my computer. This is how simple it takes to install Git on your computer. Hello and welcome. In this video, I will show you how to install Vscode on your computer system. Proceed with me by typing VS and code and hit enter. When you do so, from the result you will find this. Remember not to select the sponsored option and confirm that this is HTTPS. Alright, click on this link. Now when you do so, it populates and displays this page. Alright, now it shows me download for Windows. I'm currently using a Windows computer, and if you're using Mac OS, it's going to display the same thing. And of course you can click on other platforms so you can choose other operating system, alright, of your choice. This video will be focusing on Windows user, but this is very simple regardless of the operating system you're using. And if you have any issue, please don't fail to drop a comment and we will help you resolve this issue. I will click on Windows, and when I do so, I'm going to get this, and you see it pop up right now. So Vscode is currently being installed. We're going to wait for a few seconds and then we'll continue. Vscode has completed the installation, so I'll click on Vscode. Of course, you can confirm by going to your download page, and when you come here, you can confirm by clicking on downloads and you will see Vscode here. Now when you double click on it, it will populate, bringing this pop-up. Now from this dialog box, all you need to do is to select I accept the agreement. Now when I select this, I'll click on next. I'll click on, this is the default path, so I'll just click on next and I'll click on next, and I will select this checkbox, select this checkbox, select this checkbox. For any reason, I encourage you to select all the checkboxes. So I'll click on next and install. It's that simple. Upon completion, this is the screen you will get, and this is going to pop up Vscode. So you can select this box and click finish to launch your Vscode, and that's how simple it is to install Vscode. Thank you. Hello and welcome to this video. I will guide you on how you can set up your own GitHub account. It's very simple. Let's get started by typing GitHub on the search bar. Alright, GitHub. I'll hit enter. Now this is the result. Please avoid clicking on any sponsored link. Alright, when you see sponsored at the top, do not click it. Scroll to the bottom until you see a HTTPS link that says github.com. Alright, so I'll select this. Alright, GitHub, it's an online repository, okay, central repository used by several engineers, designers to store their code and for collaboration. All right, it's a social platform for engineers and designers alike. Now, for our use case, to sign up, all we have to do is to click on this sign up button, or you enter your email and click on sign up. But I'll choose this, sign up. Now it will prompt me to enter my email. All right, so you can just come here, get an email address of your choice, and get your email. So I get my email. Now to paste it. This is the email I want to use. I'll click on continue. It asks me to create a password. Now make sure no one is looking over your shoulder and you are typing a secure password that's strong enough. So wait for a few seconds, and if the name has been taken, it's going to ask you to change the username. Let's click on some continue. All right, let's see if we can change this and say, all right, good. So this is available. So we'll just click and continue. All right, so I don't want any preference. I don't want any email. So I'll just uncheck this. I will select this. I'll just click and continue. Now, GitHub is going to give you a puzzle just to verify that you're human and this is not an automated action written by a bot or being implemented by a bot. So just click on apply and follow the instruction. So right now, use this arrows to rotate the object to face in the direction of the hand. The hand faces this direction. So if I click on this, this is almost the same direction, so I can say submit. Okay, that's step one. So this is facing this direction. This has to face the same direction. So I'll do this. I'll do this. Yeah, good. So I'll click and submit. All right, let's do this. Good. Beautiful. Now, a code has been sent to my email address, and I can do this by confirming. Now, if this is not your computer, do not click on save. I do not recommend people saving their passwords to their browser. It's not a good security practice. So I'll click on this, and this is the email I get. So I'll select this, and this is the code. I'll select this code, copy, click here, and paste it. All right. With this, it prompts me for my email. I'll click on this and paste the. So I'm going to get the email address. So I'll come here, click here, get your email again because you need to sign in again. So paste this and paste the password. Good. It's quite simple. All right. So this is meant for just me right now. Okay, not for team. So I'll just click just me. But if you don't want to configure all this for the purpose of this learning, just click on skip personalization. But if you understand what you're doing, you can, of course, work with the prompt and make your necessary adjustment. I'll click on skip personalization. And there you go. So this is how to create a simple GitHub account.